Alright guys, here we are. We got Dave with us, who's the owner of this Jeep, and Flip Fabs, who built Dave's Jeep. And they came and ride with us this weekend. And guys, we're gonna do a walk around this Jeep because it's really amazing Jeep. So I'm gonna let Flip walk around and show you this thing so y'all can enjoy his build.
What's going on, guys? First time out. Tomahawk is Dave's Jeep's name here. We got a 2015 JKU running a Genrite cage, 1-ton axles. We are running double bead locks, TSL stickies, TSLs for life after this trip. 3.0 coilovers with the reservoirs from AccuTune, correct?
Yes.
From AccuTune. We're running the Hepta Manufacturing tower setup out back to squeeze these big boys back in here, which was quite a bit of a challenge. Battery is relocated out back, and as you can see, we got the gator seats going on as well too, PRP as well.
That's right.
And still a lot of cargo space in the back.
So far, yes. We're still figuring out what's coming, what's not. But obviously that's a part of the process here. A lot of moto-built parts. Genrite skins.
Yeah, Genrite armor.
Genrite armor on the back corners here. Moto-built rear bumper. Moto-built fuel cell. Moto-built skid plate.
How many gallons does that fuel cell?
I want to say it's 21 gallons. 21 gallons. So we're a couple gallons off from
25.
25.
Yeah,
So I think we're pretty much at stock capacity. So we get full fuel range.
Yep. Yeah, you want a good at least 25 because some of these trails where you're going all day.
Right.
Yes.
But you do not want to be running out of fuel.
Correct.
Exactly.
So-
exactly.
And we still bring fuel with us just in case.
Yeah,
We
yep.
never know.
Yeah. And you also don't want to go too big because then you're taking up a lot of space.
And it's more weight as well too
and
back
weight.
there.
Yep. Exactly. So.
Simple junkyard axles. Just built up with 538 gears. Willwood brake package from Busted Knuckle Off-Road. Evo Manufacturing doors. You don't really see these a whole lot. Probably the only rig that I've personally seen them on. We're running aluminum links all the way around from Summit Machine. TMR custom straps, Fox 2.0 bump stops, ballistic fab diff covers, Artec trusses, front and rear. He's still running the old Poison Spider sliders he's had on here for quite some time, and they've put in some work for us, that's for sure.
Until they get to the point where you need replacing them, just leave them.
Right.
Just run them.
Yep.
Probably build something custom. If not, we will go with possibly some moto built. They've been pretty good to us.
Yeah.
Quality products, great customer service, and fast turnaround.
Yep.
And-
I just point out again, man, I love these seats.
Yes.
Take a close look at the detail. PRP popped them.
Yeah.
They got the gator, the double stitch, the suede. They do have the heated elements in them, and of course, couldn't leave the Tomahawk out.
The custom logo, which is right here on my, right here on my shirt.
What's that mean to you, Davey?
Everything.
Talk about that.
It means a lot, fellas. I mean, only you guys know because you're in it. You know, it's, sweat, blood, and tears.
Yes.
You know, forgot to mention this rig was under the knife 2.25 years.
2.25 years.
So a lot of planning, making sure we get it right.
27 months
Yes, sir.
of labor.
Yes, sir. Long nights, hard days, lots of smiles.
So,
And especially when you get it done.
Correct.
We're at the front of the Jeep now, and Flip,
Right here up
show
front.
us what you've done on the front of it. Really
Yes,
nice.
sir. Up front, we're running some Genrite towers, notched into the frame. A little frame support here with representing the Flip Fab crew. We are still running the 3.6 with a Hamburger supercharger, and She rips. She rips.
Now, when she had 40s, she would boogie.
She was definitely still peppy.
Start throwing 43-inch TSLs, and, you know,
You start losing horsepower.
You lose a little
It
bit of
feels
horsepower.
like. Yeah.
Definitely still enough. You
Well,
know,
with
for
the-
now.
But with the 4-3 Atlas, you know, and the 538 gears, I mean, it's, you know, it's got some torque. You know, we don't worry about that too much. So
We're even running no corners cut fabrication. Local guy to San Antonio made us this intercooler here, in-house, beautiful TIG welding.
the intercooling used to run down below,
Mm.
and so with running the, you know, the Artec truss, and obviously wanting the freaking suck down and everything happening underneath, and then the links, you know, we had a, you know, engineer get with the guy that can, he's like, well, we need to run the double tubes up top.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big challenge to overcome. So, but we got it figured out, and everything's packaged in pretty well.
Knuckles, ball joint deletes.
Mm-hmm.
Got the ball joint deletes. I forgot.
Busted knuckle.
Busted knuckle.
Yes,
The
sir.
ball
Those
joint
are from
deletes.
Busted Knuckle Off-Road. High steer arms for Fab. Obviously, we're running the Summit. High steer links here. Aluminum with the Tomahawk.
PSC.
Yep,
Full
big boy
hydro.
PSC full hydro. Artec truss. Artec skid for the Ram. Ballistic Fab diff covers. RCVs, of course. We are also running the 2.0 bump stops up front. TMR limit straps. And we actually have another little one-off custom piece here by DAG Fabrications in San Antonio, Texas. A shop neighbor of mine. Beautiful stainless steel TIG welding here that he hooked us up with for the blow-off valve from the intercooler to the throttle body. Keeping our AIT temps low, cool, and consistent here.
And Dave, I don't know if you want to get a shot of the red carpet double B-locks
That's right.
from Raceline.
That's
So-
way uncommon.
The only person that's gonna be
Pearl's checking it out.
Hey, that's Pearl approved, man.
the only person that's gonna be burping is Pearl. we ain't burping around here. And then yeah, last but not least, we got the Moto-Built Tomahawk frame chop bumper
Yes.
with the suck down. So we actually, you know, thank God for Ken. I reached out to him. You see down underneath here, we run this tube because it was kind of an awkward angle, and we're probably wanting to cut the line. So
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to Ken. He's like, man, put a piece of tube in there. Shouldn't
Something to keep in mind if you do run this bumper, you will have to have something there to protect your line from being cut. So go ahead and spread the word and spread the loving on that so people can kind of
Yep.
go down the same path.
Exactly. Yep.
And the worn wench line to color match everything on this beautiful rig.
Very nice. Matches it great. Did a good job with it. Just to sit, clean it up, sit in a launch chair and look at it, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Sweat and tears are here. It
Even the
shows.
just the first pull out of the shop, driving it around the parking lot was a huge mile marker for
Yeah.
us. You know, it was a big day.
Mhm.
You know, it was a big day, and God willing, it's gonna be a big weekend this weekend
Yes.
for us.
you know,
So far, so good.
and it, which is awesome. You know, I was able to find Ken on YouTube,
Mhm.
and this is a blessing from God, man. I was just like, wow, shakedown run for Tomahawk. I get to meet Ken and the fellas.
Mhm.
You know, there's words that can't describe.
Yeah.
I can die tomorrow and go to heaven.
It's a brotherhood.
Like this is what it's all about.
And he would text me on some things and like, how did you do this? Or what do you think about this? Even to the tires. What's the difference in the Maxxis and TSLs? And I would tell him this and that. And a week or a day after, he's like, thank you, Ken. This worked out so great. I'm like, hey, man, anything we can do to help, just let us know.
I didn't want to be a weirdo on social media, but you know, I saw the rigs, you know, Dave's, Phil's, Ken's, and I was just like, man, these are my JKU buddies, man. They're right up my alley. I mean, so, you know, I started digging in, and I was like, wow, Ken's got this. And, you know, Ken was nice enough to reach out and help us out with the build. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, it was uncharted territory that we had never dealt with. So
Correct.
the community is awesome in that regard.
And I didn't say, but these guys are from San Antonio,
Yes.
Texas. So, and of course, I'm in Georgia, and Max and them are in Tennessee. So it ain't like I'm down the road.
Yeah.
It was a long reach out.
Yes.
So I'm proud for you, man.
Thank you, Ken.
You
Thank
did a
you,
really
Ken.
good job with it.
Thank you, Ken.
It was a little, I guess a little bit of a surprise when David was like, you know, we're taking it to Oklahoma. And I'm thinking in my head, for a shakedown run. 7.5, 8 hour pool.
Yeah.
But every minute, every hour of the way so far has been well worth it.
Yeah.
It's been well worth it. Just the communication, the community, just sharing your knowledge, your experience. It's come a long way. It's come a long way,
Yeah.
and it's been a part of it.
Well,
You know-
it shows. You know, all you gotta do is drive down the road or pull up at an off-road park.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, this thing is
So.
definitely attracts a little bit of attention.
You know, going back to this thing being under the knife, you know, for 2.25 years, you know, I'm telling Flip about coming over here. He's like, Oklahoma? I'm like, dude, you know, we got to put it through the paces.
Yeah.
Let's go see what this thing can do.
Mhm.
That's why we built it. So,
Yep.
you know, it's not a pavement princess, even though it looks like it. You know, it will get down. And so it worked out the way it did, man. God had the stars aligned, and we're here.
Yep.
So,
Very good, Bill, and I can't wait. We're gonna ride today, and I can't wait to see it on the trail.
See it in action.
See
Same
it in
here.
action, man.
Luckily, I was blessed to be behind the wheel yesterday. Dave wanted me to take it out, put it through some paces, get the Atlas going, and it was a little nerve-wracking, a little bit different than my rig, but it felt great.
Yeah.
It felt great. We also are running a cutting brake system here with some line locks and Illic Customs,
Illicit Custom.
Illicit Customs center console.
JKU Center Console, which is, I know he just got bought out by another company recently.
Okay.
So,
We did have to do a custom top piece here just to get the levers for the cutting brakes and the line lock buttons in, which still has to be powdered to match. And no more cup holders. We had about 97 cup holders in there.
Party Time runs an Illicit Customs center console as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dude
Great work.
Dude's got some skill, doesn't
Yes, he
Yes, sir.
sure does.
Yes, sir.
Clean work, simple.
Mm.
Less is more, you
Yep.
know?
Exactly. Cleaner, easier, simple.
And there's still a couple of things to fine tune and some things to figure out,
Oh yeah, you'll always be doing that.
but we're on the right track.
Oh yeah,
We're on the right
you
track.
got it going now. So, well, guys, hope you enjoyed this walk around of Dave's Jeep. And if y'all see him at a park or going down the road, give him a thumbs up. It means a lot. And so, appreciate it. Thank you.